Hey guys, it's me. I just talked to the camera for 5 minutes without knowing I was not recording. Um, I'm just gonna get ready today, do my makeup, talk just about whatever. I'm gonna go babysit my grandbabies for a little bit, and then we're gonna go to dinner tonight. Probably just like to Olive Garden or something. I forgot I had my contacts in. Crap. That's not good. There, fixed it. It was flipped up outside my eye. So, I'm just gonna do my makeup. Thought I'd jump on here. We were gonna do a video yesterday. It was Macy's birthday party, but we got distracted, and she was doing one thing, I was doing another thing, and it just became we weren't gonna do it. It's pretty good. I got this one time in BoxyCharm and threw it out because I didn't like it. Then I saw where some other influencers were using it, and it smells good, and it feels good, and so far, it seems to hold. I put, in the summer, I put a baby oil and Jergens. It's like the tannin lotion, the Overtime tannin lotion for fair to medium and then medium to dark skin. But usually when I go to Florida for the first time of the year or the summer or whatever, I usually start using like a coconut baby oil, cocoa smell, and then I add the Jergens color lotion inside of it and mix it up. So I'm having a hard time getting my foundation to stay on my face if I put the oil on there. So I'm trying to do the oil like super light on my face and kind of blend it up my neck. It's kind of like tan. I don't know, self tanning. I'm not sure. I don't do like the mitt and all that stuff. I stay outside in the sun a lot during the summer, so I don't need the extra. But so I decided that we're probably going to do this YouTube channel, and it be just like I said, the other videos. It's probably going to be just about a little bit of everything. I'll probably do a lot of makeup and a lot of talking. My husband, like I said, does drag racing stuff in the summer. And we actually have a race coming up this weekend, but we have to be there Wednesday to get everything started, which I'm okay with. I'm kind of nervous because Macy will be here with the puppies. I don't know if I told you before, but we have a litter of Australian Shepherds. And, well, we have our own Australian Shepherds. We did do a video because I showed like after I was ready video. And when I went to the bathroom, I showed the puppies. So they just had a litter. I'm probably going to keep one. She's really pretty. She's black and white like my female. And she has one, like she's going to have one dark eye and one like bright blue sky blue eye. Which my male dog, he's a blue Merle, Australian Shepherd. His name's Apollo. And he has the same thing. He has a brown eye and one bright blue eye. Now, my daughter's dog is a red Merle, and he has like sky blue eyes, but on the tops of them and the bottoms of them, they have like brown spots, like speckles or There's a technical name for it. I don't know what it is. Great, right? It's okay. All I'd have to do is Google it. But anyway, I've been trying to post their pictures, and like I made a page for her and the puppies. I don't think I like the lighting right now. But I keep getting like restricted on Facebook, and sorry, I'm trying to pat these lines out. I keep getting restricted on Facebook, and I can't share. So I got a warning because I said they would be available in so much time. Well, then when I try to get into cell groups or whatever, they wouldn't let me in because I had that warning on there. Then I tried to share pictures of them on just like another group, like I own an Aussie or, something like that. And they keep rejecting them because they're saying the content isn't there. So I don't think my pictures are blocked. I would think that anybody that's I'm in a group with, if I'm already been accepted to the group, I feel like they would show up. I'm not sure. They go this week to get their 6-week shots. And they're going to be ready in like 2 weeks, which I'm really excited about. We have one of my girlfriends, her son, he races like round track. I'm terrible because I don't really know what it's called. He raced Fords in a circle. If his mom comes on here and sees this video, she'll say what it really is and correct me. But anyway, we sponsored him. Well, he decided to upgrade to a different class of racing, so he has to get a new race car. And one of the guys that bought his car still has Turkey Bash on there as a sponsorship. So he said that I could just give him a dog and replace the sponsorship money. But the dog that I think that he'll want, she's a red female. She's got some white. She's got a few white markings on her, a few like copper markings on her. But her eyes, I'm not kidding, they're gonna be like a lavender blue, like right in this. It's so weird looking at her eyes, and they may change. I mean, she's young enough for it to change, but I don't know that they will. And they're really, really pretty, and she's really, really sweet. And she was actually the runt. I don't really know if she was the runt. I don't know if I told you the story about the one that I'm going to keep. She came out, she was the 4th one born, and she came out, I got a spot on my nose and it's itching, but it's like a bump, and it feels like there's a hair on it. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, she was born, all the other ones were born head first, like still in their sack. Me and Mama ripped it off. She immediately started cleaning them up. Well, I call her Big Girl. That's her name so far. I haven't really named her. I am keeping her, but that spot in your brain where you're like, are you really going to keep her? Or are you not going to keep her? Yada, yada, yada. So I call her Big Girl. But Big Girl came out with her back feet and her tail first. And, hang on just a second. That's driving me crazy. And she was stuck. And that's the first time because our female is my husband's dog. And that was the first time that he freaked out. Sorry, right now I'm doing this on my phone in a bedroom. Like I said in one of my other videos, if I continue to do this, we do have a spot that I'm going to set up. I ordered a tripod today with a ring camera or a ring light. And I do have a professional camera but I haven't used it in so long. I don't know if it records. I don't know anything. I may have to do like I may have to get like a different camera too. I'm not real sure. Anyway, about the dogs. So she was born backwards, and it's not a big deal for dogs, I read, but she came out, and old girl was like, I could see her rib cage moving. She was trying to breathe, and she was still inside of her mama. And she was kicking her legs and trying to get out, and I had to take a towel. Of course, I had gloves on, and I was there to help. I had watched a bunch of videos. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a veterinarian, but you can only do so much at your house, So, I had gloves on, and I grabbed a towel, and I kind of, as she pushed, I lightly, like lighter than I'm putting this makeup on right now, lightly pulled. And my husband and I were like, come on, baby, you gotta push. Like, we were talking to her like she was a human being. We're like, come on, baby, one more push. You gotta get her out. You gotta get her out. And she would push, and we got her out. And she was so big. I'm telling you, she almost looked like she was double the size of all the other puppies that came out. And 3 of them came out before her. She came out, and she like broke the mold. 5th baby, no exaggeration, fell out right behind it. Fell. She didn't push. She was still looking and cleaning up. Big girl. But anyway, so she was the last one born. The one that I'm telling you about with the lavender eyes. She's gonna be pretty. I thought she was gonna be the runt. I thought she was gonna be, super tiny. No. Once they started eating normally, and I started, I saw something online where you can mix goat milk, baby rice, and their like puppy food. You can do soft or dry. I ended up doing soft like twice, but they started having, like, when I say twice, I'm talking like 4 feedings, half a can. They started having diarrhea. So I was like, that was freaking me out, because I know, that's not normal. So, I saw online where you do goat milk. I put their baby, that's what I was going to say. I put their, baby dry food, like puppy food, but it's dry. I put it in a blender, and some of it I've left solid. I started out very fine chopped, and then I would put goat milk and then baby rice in it. Well, then the diarrhea wasn't clearing up, so ended up taking the goat milk out. Gradually took the rice out, and then gave them just water mixed in with it. And that's what they're eating now. And I'm doing like a really fine, then a medium, like finely chopped in the I use a blender. I've got a Ninja. I don't use a food processor. It says use a food processor, but I didn't do that because I wanted it to be like all different sizes so they could learn to eat it. They got their teeth. Mama's about done with them. As a matter of fact, I put her in there with them before I got in the shower, and just now realized that she's probably still in there. So I probably need to go get her out as soon as I get done doing this. Let's see what else is going on. We had Macy's birthday party yesterday. It was fun. My uncle came that I hadn't seen in a very long time. Not that we don't keep in, well, I'd say we don't keep in touch, but my sports bra is making my back fat pop out. He came, and my aunt came, and I got to see him. Hadn't seen him in forever. And when I say forever, I'm talking like it's probably been over 5 years. And he doesn't live far, but he's had a lot going on in his life, and I have too. And it sucks to say, just neither one of us really has made an effort to see each other, but it's pretty cool. He had I used to say when I was a baby, and I've got recordings of it, I used to say, I la la whenever I would say I love you. And when he was here yesterday, he pulled out a pocket watch that was on a gold chain that said, you know, to Unky from BI, cause that, or something like that, because that's what people call, that's what they call me, or I call me, or I don't know. But anyway, it was a pocket watch, and it said, I call him Unky, and that was the name I came up with on my own. Instead of calling him Uncle Dirk, I called him Unky. And it says like something like to Unky from me in some way, and it said I la la on the bottom of it, which was really cool. And it made me tear up. It made me sad, you know, because I used to spend the night with him. He used to take me to the mall. We used to have the best time. But he lived like 45 minutes away, and we'd go every once in a while, and I'd spend the night or hang out, or he'd come into town and, like I said, take me to the mall, take me shopping, do whatever. Sorry, it's not going to be this crazy in a second. And I'm actually hot. I turned my fan down because I thought it was going to be a distraction from the video, and I think I'm going to have to turn it back up. Now my dogs are barking for some reason. Maybe Macy's home from her interview, I don't know. Somebody's here because they're really barking. So anyway, that was cool. I got to see him, and my dad came, and he hadn't been to anybody's birthday parties, not my grandbaby's, not mine, not my husband's, not his grandson, not anybody. And it's been about a year since we've seen him. He lives in Terre Haute. Not too far. We're just super busy in the summer because of the racing stuff. And then who wants to travel in the winter? And I know that sucks, but it's the truth. My hair is kind of wet. I didn't wash it today. I took a shower and decided I was gonna pull it up. It's 3 o'clock. I gotta be over at my daughter-in-law's around 4-ish. So the race we're going to this weekend, if anybody starts watching this that knows us through the racetrack, I'll just give you a highlight because I really don't know the real personal ins and outs of it. But there was a guy named Kent Rose that did arm drop drags. And if you don't, I'm doing a video.
Get back. Get.
I'm doing a video. Oh. So, did you get the job?
I'm going to be there at 9 o'clock Saturday morning for orientation.
Okay, you got the job. What are you going to be? A server?
Yep.
Cool. Proud of you. Excited for you.
I waited.
Well, how long do you have to work? Because you know we're going to be gone.
I have no idea.
Well, I'm glad you got the job. That way I don't feel bad about you not being able to go to Michaela's party.
Yeah. But
That'll be a good thing about it. So, anywho, she's just going to stand here and pop in and out. Stop.
I'm embarrassed, Purple.
Oh, I can't say that. What did you say?
Nothing.
So back to the race. So his name was Kent Rose, and he did arm drop drags, which means if you know anything about drag racing, and if you don't know anything about drag racing, 2 cars line up in the staging lanes of a drag strip. And instead of a light going off or a tree going off, he would put his hands up, and he would do like an arm drop drag. So arms up, you go down, you go. Whoever gets to the finish line wins first. Whoever gets there first wins. So it's a really big deal because he passed away several years ago. And he was like super big in the drag racing community. Everybody loved him. Great guy. Still have a t-shirt that's probably 8 years old. This says arm drop drags on it that I wear. But the cool thing is that pretty much everybody that had any connection with him in the drag racing community, they're putting on this drag race this weekend, and it's all free. It's all like going to donations for certain businesses, kids. He was super into like meeting kids and giving them matchbox cars. And it's just a big deal. My husband's, of course, part of it. The guy that runs the track in, what is that track? I'm bad. I think it's, I don't know, I'm not going to say, because I can't say for sure. But one guy that they're super connected to, does races in Ohio. Another guy that we run with, he's all about street racing. He's connected to it. And a couple other guys that I know if I look at them, I just don't know. And I would probably know their names. I just don't know how they're connected exactly. But that's going to be fun. It's going to be busy. It's going to be chaotic because all these racers get to race for free. From what I understand, everything's free. Every entry's free. They're still going to get winnings. The whole nine. It'll just be like a regular drag race. It's just they don't have to pay for it. And it's gonna be pretty cool. So we're doing that. I don't like the fact that I have to leave and be gone for like 4 days. But part of it, when you marry into this life, and if you know, you know. That should be my new motto. If you know, you know. I say it all the time. I said it in like a couple other videos. If you know, you know. I'm only getting ready like this because we're going to dinner. And I know you can't see the lighting. It's terrible. My daughter closed the blinds for a minute and it looked better, but we'll get better. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just chit-chatting. You don't really have to see what I'm doing because I'm just talking. You can be here just to listen to me talk or do my makeup. It might be relaxing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it changes. We'll see. I'll probably record a lot of the race. So one of my last videos, I said I was going to record race, and I did. Well, I thought I did. I got home and was going to upload a video. I didn't record it. I don't know if I didn't push start or play or the button or I don't know. I mean, I'm 46 years old, but I'm not that incapable of running a recorder on my phone, but apparently I was. So, there's that. Somebody's mowing outside. My husband needs to mow. He may mow today. He may mow this evening when we get home from eating. He's not like a daytime mower at all. He had a bad experience last weekend. They went to US 60 and he picked up a car from somebody that he's gonna do some things to, and he drove it around the pits once and everything was fine. Then he went to move it as they were getting ready to leave, and the throttle hung. He had his foot so hard on the brake that he ripped the seat off of the bottom of the car. Like, ripped the bolts up. So, that car somehow, it stopped. Like, he was going towards a couple in their racing trailer. And for some reason, as soon as it hit the grass, it stopped. And I was sound asleep in my bed when all that stuff happens. Because, and my hair looks crazy, I'm sorry, but it is what it is until I get it fixed. But yeah, he was pretty freaked out about that. He told me about it like the next day. I only do this because I have oily skin, but if I don't like, I use a lot, see, I use some creams, I use a lot of powders because I'm oily. So at the end, I kind of have to use like a little bit more setting powder than most people would because I get super matte. So I don't know. I can't tell you about that kind of stuff. All I know is I like watching makeup videos. I'm stuck on a few. Like I said before in a previous video, I used to watch, back when Jeffree Star and Manny and Laura Lee were all together in BFFs, and I have stuck with them. I mean, even though they're not friends or connected anymore, well, Manny and Laura Lee are, and I do watch full coverage. I love full coverage. But even though they're not connected anymore, I still watch them separately. I really don't like that Jeffree he doesn't really do like makeup. My mind just went blank. You know what I'm talking about, where he like makeup reviews. Jesus. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. Makeup reviews. Sorry, I'm cleaning my piercings. It's gross, but it has to be done. I wish he did makeup reviews still. And I like that Manny is still doing the same thing. And I like that Laura has kind of she does her vlogs, and she does like her house stuff, and I still watch Tati. Like Tati is like, she's up there with the other two, and I watch Jeffree more like on Facebook, like on his reels or whatever. And Casey Holmes, I used to watch her a lot. I really like her. I do like when she does like makeup reviews, but and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but like when she had her kids, she kind of like, I think she just kind of changed up just a little bit. I still watch her. I really like her. But it's just funny because like they all used to kind of be like interlinked, and now I just watch them all like separately. Besides Laura and Manny, they're freaking awesome. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. What else was I going to talk about today? There were so many things I was going to talk about when I was getting out of the shower. Did any of you guys use an Epilady to, it basically like plucks the hairs. You can use it in your legs, your armpits, anywhere you want to. But it basically like pulls it from the root. Well, it tries to pull it from the root. But how do you guys, like, it gives you like ingrown hairs when your hairs grow back for some reason. It's very different from shaving. And it does hurt like the first time you do it, but I would do it once a month if I didn't have to do it but once a month. And it's about like that. I still like go over and do like touch-ups if I have to, or if I'm going to get out of the pool, I make sure I like trim up or shave up my legs, my keen line, my armpits. You know how that, you know what you're supposed to do when you get a swim pool. But yeah, there's that. I don't know what the point of that conversation was, but I guess that's what I was doing that earlier before going on here. What else is going on in my life? I have enrolled in cosmetology school, but I want to do more like microblading and the more aesthetic part of it. But I don't want to like pop pimples and do all that stuff, which I like watching videos like that, but I don't want to do that kind of stuff. I want to do like eyeliner tattoo, just stuff like that. And I want to do it like not like in a salon, but like in a spa, or like a medically licensed situation. I'm gonna research more into that, like after I start school, and then, you know, like they say, after you start school, you can, because you're going to be taught all of it. But then, like, after you're done, if you want to go, like, into microblading or doing eyelashes and all that stuff, you just take more classes afterwards, and it doesn't have to be, like, a whole school setting like cosmetology school is going to be. So I'm excited about that. I just have to get my, of course, FAFSA is going to probably be screwing everybody over this year because we got those stimulus checks in 2021, you know, during COVID. And that is included in your income. So if you normally make $40,000 a year, after those stimulus checks, if you needed to do anything financial, they're going to count those, and it added about $9,000 to your income. It's not really your income. So now I have to send in my 1040 for 2021, and that just so happens to be the year that our tax preparer kind of flopped things up that year, and we ended up having to contact her and say, hey, our taxes never got filed. We still haven't got our taxes back. And it was one of those oh crap moments. So because it's a family member that does our taxes, you know, we're like, oh well, if we ever need to get a hold of those, we can always get a hold of her. Well, I've reached out to her, but she's been on vacation. She went on a cruise. And now the building that she does her taxes in is getting a new roof. And they're saying, you know, she can't come in there until it's done, and I need these taxes. So I'm hoping I can just send in my transcript. I printed everything out. I printed out the transcript for our taxes. If you can get on the IRS website, it's a pain in the butt. Like, you have to like do a video conference of yourself showing it's you. And you got to send in a picture of your driver's license. Like, you got to do a lot of verification. But if you get on it, if you actually can get on the website, it's cool because you can get a hold of the stuff you need. So I'm hoping I can just send in the transcript, and that'll be enough. But, you know, I don't know if any of you guys know what dealing with FAFSA is like, but it got to the point where my son and my daughter-in-law were in college. They both graduated from Murray State. That when they would do their FAFSA every year, my daughter-in-law would just be like, go ahead and send me your social security number, your tax ID number. I mean, she knew everything, every password, every number that I had related to me. She could have stole my whole identity. But I was like, I was over it. They was over it. And yeah, I was just like, here, this is it. Do what you gotta do. Not delete it, because I knew she'd need it, but like, don't let anybody get a hold of it. And, you know, get it taken care of. And she's really good. She did my, she's taking care of my son so good. My daughter-in-law has. He was in college when they met. Or no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Not when they met. He went to college, obviously, after they met, and was there a year. And he basically, he didn't do good. I encouraged him to join a fraternity, because I figured it would be a distraction, and it would have fun, and he would have connections by the time it was over. But, he had connections, and he had fun. A lot of fun. But, you got deodorant all down the sides of your shirt.
Yeah.
Yep, on both sides. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to town with Jazz.
Are you going to be ready for dinner? When it's time for dinner?
I'm dressed.
Are the dogs outside?
Yes, Charlie just told me to let him out.
All right. So anyway, he went down there for a year. He partied. He was he got in a fraternity. And every time he come home, I cried so hard when he left because I knew how bad he didn't want to go. It wasn't because I missed him. It wasn't because I, you know.
Do you know what my black vans are?
It wasn't because I thought he was going to do bad or anything. It was because he hated leaving home. Like when he'd come home for the weekend, he would hate leaving. And I know it was like he hated leaving her mostly. But I knew he like hated leaving his family too, because he still it was like he still had his bed at home. He still had a bedroom. He still it wasn't like he had already moved out or anything. But yeah, when the first year was bad. But she ended up enrolling, and so he was there a year before her. She ended up enrolling, and they both finished their, I think it was 4-year degrees at the same time, because she stayed on his butt. She stayed on his butt, and she took care of a lot of stuff for him. Like if it wasn't for her, I'd probably have been losing my mind. Because I don't know nothing, but I didn't. Like I went to college in 96. I graduated in 95. I may have even went to college in 95. I'm not real sure. But anyway, like that FAFSA stuff, honestly, my parents probably did it because, or didn't. I'm sure that my parents made too much money to even get me in. I'm sure they just paid my tuition, but I went to a community college. Then I got pregnant with my son and I never finished. But anyway, this was the first time I filled out FAFSA papers for myself, and I don't know. I probably did it like back when he was younger or something. I probably I know I took a couple classes and probably did it then. But yeah, she saved me from a headache, and she saved his butt too, because she has her crap, like she has her stuff together. She's organized. Her house is perfectly clean all the time. I mean, perfectly clean. She sent a Snapchat of her son eating off the floor like some chips or something, and I don't even care, because I'm like, I know she's probably mopped that floor 3 times a day. That's the way she is. So my son's got a good wife. He does know it. So yeah. And my baby girl, she thought she was going to go to college, and then realized it wasn't for her. Which, I mean, it wasn't for me either at the time. So, I'm sorry. I know y'all can't see. I'm like getting in a mirror and trying to do this at the same time. I'm going to have to like research how people have their viewfinders and have their mirrors and all together, because like I've got a regular mirror here, I've got the phone here, and I've got like a mirror right here that spins like it's a regular mirror, and then it's a close-up mirror. So I have to like go into it because I can't see. Anyway, I'm going to have to research how I can get it all in the same direction. Same view. But yeah, she decided... Sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I get notifications if... We got cameras, so like if anybody pulls in the driveway or comes to the front door, I get a notification on my phone. And I always have my phone on silent. I'm terrible about that. If you're my friend and you know me and you're watching this video, my phone's always on silent, and if it's not in my hand, I'm not getting your call, your text, your snap, nothing. But if my phone's in my hand and I see it, I'll talk to you. I'll respond. But if I get busy, I get busy. They know. So, I know I said in one of those other videos, this is just a real video, guys. This is just me. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, don't. So, I just stretched and yawned. I really like that mascara I'm using. It's Mac. I think I said Max last time. Magic extension. Love it. When it's brand new, I remember in my last video I said you got to be careful because it's got fibers in it. When it's brand new, it can be really funky and get your lashes all clumped up together. But once it has a little bit of wear, it's good. It's real good. I'm going to take you into my bathroom so I can finish my bronzer and my blush. I don't know if I'm going to do... I don't think I'm going to do lips today. Sorry, I know it's... I think I'm just going to do gloss. Let me put some gloss on real quick. Crazy video. I usually, if I do my makeup, I kind of do lips once and I don't reapply. I'm not that kind of gal. I'm wearing a brown belt today. So I'm going to put my brown sandals on. I don't even know if the fit is right today, but I'll let you see it. Just a Shein shirt, some Old Navy shorts, a belt, and some shoes. I'm going to go touch up my bronzer just because. So, hi, I'm doing a video. So my, I'm going to set you like this. Oh, that's too far. There we go. There we go. So all of my makeup that I have is dark. It's dark makeup. I got dark bronzers. I got bronzers that are such a dark shade that I have to use because, I mean, look, my skin to my face. And I've got... That's how I have to bronze myself up. So, I have to get ready and then come in here and make my face match my body. So, that's what I do. And it's so hard because, you know, like you want to do like the highlights that everybody does. You want to make yourself look brighter here, darker here. My toilet needs to quit running. Put some blush on. Reapply some brush. Put some color on my face. We'll see what it looks like. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. I know it's wet right now. I took a shower, so my scalp is like, I'm hot. I'm kind of sweaty. So there's that. Well, I'm about to end this video. I'm going to spray some stuff in my hair and probably pull it up. I may come back on later. I need to get better light. Maybe there's a filter on my phone, like for a... I don't know. Give me some tips. A filter on my phone to make it like my lighting is up there, but I don't know how to find some natural lighting. I guess I could go to the sun. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? We'll see. Yeah. Going where?
Medicine, do stuff, do something, not lay down. I don't know what the deal is.
Not lay down would be a good thing. Let's see. Natural sun. We're going out to the outside. Oh, there's going to be people mowing. But anyway. Okay, the dogs are going to come out and chase the people that are mowing. Probably cannot even see me right now. Alright, there you go. Some natural light. What do I look like outside? See, inside it just looks crazy. I can still like see a shade. I mean, like I need to go. I need to go a darker shade, maybe even a darker like highlighter in here to make my, you know, so it's not so bright, so it doesn't look so off. But anyway, there's that. If I see you this weekend, I see you this weekend. Everybody have a good day. I'm gonna go do something with my mop on my head, go see my grandbabies, go to dinner with my family, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.